I'm joined by Chief Norwich City writer for the Eastern Daily Press, Paddy Davitt. Pad, we get one step forward, and then how many steps back have we just taken?
Yeah, well, the manager said two. Feels a bit further than that as we stand here at the back of the stand. Scene of a crime, really. First 45 minutes. Honestly, I mean, so avoidable. And it's not about hindsight, because the manager himself more or less pinpointed what Barnsley were going to bring to the party, which was energy, youth, legs, work rate, endeavour. And sadly, all those qualities Norwich failed to show in the first half. But he's culpable because he put them players on the pitch, so he's got a lot to answer for, and so the lads who went out, because the second half was total role reversal, and you know, with a break of a ball here or there, the odd penalty shot, they might have got something, but it's ridiculous. You know, you can't turn up, especially when you're a team who've won one game in what, 6, 7, 8. To come here and think you can turn it up for 45 minutes and do enough. We're back to the complacency and one or two thinking they're better than they are, I think, on the pitch.
And in terms of, Alec Neil is honest. He's always been praised for his honesty, but to admit again he's got the team wrong.
Yeah.
I mean, where these lessons that he should have learned by now, are they not?
Yeah, no, it's really, maybe it's a window into his kind of state of mind at the minute. You know, he's had to endure quite a lot on this run. You know, he's talked openly. It's the worst spell he's ever been through as a manager. He's under constant pressure. Questions about his future. Backing from board, rah-rah. And, you know, when you see that today, that lineup today, having actually identified the threat correctly, it's almost like he's done half of his job as a manager in terms of identifying what they were going to face. But then the other half, which would probably be far more important, is to nullify it. Completely no sense of that at all in the first half. And, you know, 2 changes at the breaks and admission he's got it wrong. And how more chances will he get to get it wrong? Because, again, fans have made it quite clear to him who travelled here today. Simply unacceptable. And, you know, we're sat here not all that far from board directors. I wonder what they're making of it, because they can hear all that and they can see all that. So support your man is one thing, but if your man isn't supporting you, then it's inevitable, the outcome, I'm afraid.
He got a lot of stick, didn't he, when he came off at half time, and the players did as well. It was a little bit more mixed in the second half, I guess, because of the response that the players gave. There were some willing to applaud.
Yeah, quite right on the 45 showing, because that was far more what you would expect from a Norwich team put together at no small cost, should I say, in this division. And you know, as I say, I asked him about the fan reaction, and it was some colourful language used, but he basically told those players at half time, you deserve everything you're getting from these fans, because they weren't happy, it's safe to say. But again, you know, we've been here before. You would think after Brentford, however good or however woeful Brentford were, you've won 5-0. If that doesn't springboard you onto a more positive form, performance, results, then you have to question there's something badly wrong. There's something badly wrong with management, with players. To be stood here again dissecting the same issues, you know, it sort of stinks, really. And now he's got 2 games probably at home, where if they throw in what they threw in the first 45 minutes, I think the home fans will deliver their own verdict.
I got to speak to 2 Norwich fans dressed as Teletubbies before the game. I think that was one of my highlights. That was a particular highlight. Norwich are now, excuse me if I've got this wrong, but I think they're 12 points off Brighton, I think, and 13 off Newcastle. I think that's what I've got right in my head.
Yeah.
That's the top 2. I mean, that's a bigger gap than when Alec Neil came in, I think, 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Are we writing off the top 2 yet? Because and Reading as well are getting away too. I think they're 7 or 9 points clear in 3rd.
Right. Well, that's not good then, is it? I mean, you can't have those debates right here, right now, because they're not showing anything to suggest they will get anywhere near that. So, to me, that's almost an irrelevance now. Where can they break the top 2? Can they even break this beginning? Can they break the top 6 again? Because, as I say, that inconsistency, chronic inconsistency in terms of on the pitch, in terms of off the pitch, with how the manager's conducting himself and his tactics and selections, that isn't a team who are going to do anything this season, I'm afraid. They're just going to list badly, and it's going to tail away. And as you say, the parallels are there with the situation he inherited, and the board gave it until early January on that occasion. We'll see where we are over these next few games really. But as I say, a lot of credit, and probably all their credit, has been used up on this previous run. So, really, I don't see how many more of those type of first halves that people are going to stomach, because it's not acceptable. End of.
And we'll leave it there. Aston Villa and Huddersfield at Carrow Road next week. We'll wait and see what happens. Thanks, Pad.
Thanks, mate.